Hey, everybody. Kevin Harned, Ryan Hoke with you. Hope you're having a good Monday. Here it is, another Monday. It's Groundhog Day.
Again,
yeah,
as Bill Murray says.
Feel like we're in it all the time, right? Settling in here, we've just sent out the alerts to the news app and the weather app, so we'll give it just a few minutes, folks getting in on the apps. And then, of course, a lot of you are already online from all of our streaming channels, and we're everywhere. I mean, we've got Twitch, we've got X, we've got Facebook, and what else?
YouTube.
I know
YouTube's a big
one. Yeah, that's a huge one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome in. I see some folks diving in, already asking the questions of what about school? Yeah, school's back in session tomorrow for JCPS. Everything is normal tomorrow for JCPS. First time in over a week.
Can you believe that? And it's all because of just how long it's taken those neighborhood streets to get to a point where they can get those buses through. It's tough.
Yeah, and some folks are probably like, well, what do you mean? My street's still ice. That's all it is. Yeah, some of the side streets, places where they haven't had snow plows or any kind of treatment. Yep, going to be that way for a little while too, simply because we don't really, I mean, we did get above freezing today, which we'll go through coming up in some of the data, but it's been a struggle to bounce up.
It'll take until probably mid next week to really see some aggressive snow melting here, the way things are going.
Yeah, that means highs almost 50 by next week with several rain chances too.
Shorts and T-shirts, right?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, sure.
I prefer that anyway. I'm one of those weird ones that like I wear the shorts with the hoodie, you know?
Yeah.
I just like wearing shorts.
You must have gotten that from living in Indiana for a few years, right?
Yeah, maybe, I guess.
Up north, as they say.
Yeah. But you know, they look at me like I'm crazy on the news desk because Brian Schlonsky and Myra, they don't wear shorts.
Like ever?
That's what they alluded.
April to October, I'm in shorts in this town. Full stop.
You don't wear shorts. What?
I mean, do they just sweat in their jeans?
Does anyone?
Summer? That's gross.
Anyone watching on social media not wear shorts? If you're on Facebook, X, I want to see it. I want to see who does not wear shorts.
Now, some folks may not wear shorts due to like medical conditions and stuff. We get that, okay? Just casually.
Yeah. Okay.
I have to put that disclaimer.
Now there's the disclaimer.
There.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the politically correct guy showed up this week. Last week they were like, "Oh, he's off the hinge again."
You never know. Who's going to show up this week? We don't.
Yeah, we don't know. Every day is different.
Here come the shorts haters. They're in the comments, by the way. I hate shorts.
Okay.
I hate shorts.
This is okay. Well, fair enough.
Okay.
Lally, no. Gary's like, no, I don't wear shorts. Okay, fair enough. I had no idea that was such a population out there of like, I'm not wearing shorts.
Yeah, but one of my good friends in college was from South Louisiana. Always wore jeans the entire summer in Thibodaux, Louisiana.
So hot.
I was like, are you nuts? How can you do that? It's too hot.
Yeah. Now here's Brandon on the other hand. He's like me. I wear shorts year round, even when it was in the single digits.
Eric does too. Eric Armstrong there. That's funny.
Yeah.
I wear shorts year round.
Same. I'm hot natured. and then you got Lori. She's just like, well, I just hate clothes. All right.
Whatever floats your boat, as they say.
Yeah.
We've
turned this stream into something totally different.
It is 8:49. We're only 4 minutes in, and we've already turned this into a mess. And Kevin's phone has fallen. We are completely off.
I'm going to try to get this without flipping out of it.
Yeah, good luck. We're on bar stools. I'm going to hold his bar stool so we don't have a medical emergency on camera here.
All right, I got it. Not that I need my phone, but It's kind of one of those.
We all kind of need our
crutches,
phones, right? Like if it's not with us, we freak out. That's how life is.
All right. Well, what do you say we roll through some of this?
Let's do some weather, shall we? We've done everything but weather in the last 5 minutes.
Let's do it. Well, I think sometimes they find it more enjoyable. Just
That's true.
Talk, you know?
Oh, our numbers go up when we don't talk about weather. How does that work?
So bizarre. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever. We're just here to keep you company tonight. We had nothing else to do, so we were like, hey, let's jump on.
We're here.
It really is because there's an alert day tomorrow. That's the
Yes.
whole reason behind it. Now, this is not going to be one of these spectacular snows. I think it's going to be pretty.
Yeah,
Folks that
it'll
see
be
the
wet,
snow.
Wet big flakes.
Yeah, I like that. But it's not going to cause a whole lot of problems. We'll get to it, but first we've got to address really
The rodent.
the rodent. And I should have pulled the video of him getting yanked out of his burrow.
Doesn't that look the same every year?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it does. And it's not always the same groundhog, by the way.
Or that. Well, yeah. Otherwise, he'd be a 140-year-old groundhog.
That's right.
That ain't gonna happen.
No. And I know we've talked about this before because we've done this live stream so many times on Groundhog Day,
Mhm.
but I feel obligated to mention that I did have the chance to go to Gobbler's
did,
Knob.
yeah.
This was back, I wish I could remember the exact year.
2011,
2010, 2011, somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been a long time now.
Mhm.
I mean, you look at the calendar, it's like, has it really been 15 years since
Oh
we
my
did that?
gosh.
Yeah, something like that.
I remember you guys posted on Belsky's blog about that. Oh,
Yeah.
we're in Gobbler's Knob. I thought that was amazing.
It was right after John retired
Yeah.
from Wave. And then, we went up there. It was me, John, and his wife, Lynn. And it was so much fun because it was packed at like 2, 3 in the morning. First of all, we had to stay a little bit of a distance away. And then we decided to get up really early and drive in thinking, well, we'll probably beat a lot of people there. Oh, no. It was packed.
It's like Pennsylvania Mardi Gras up there in the middle of February.
I compared it to like the infield of the Derby,
There you
except
go.
for like at 3 a.m.
Wow. Incredible.
Yeah, I mean, they're in their fur coats. It's freezing. They're all, double fisting. I mean, it's like they are. There's a lot of drinks being served on Gobbler's Knob. Not necessarily served, but they bring them in, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's a soda and tea and water. Right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure that's exactly what it was. But it was a lot of fun just to see the massive people.
That's a bucket list item for me. Maybe we'll do that at some point.
Oh, you got to do it sometime. Yeah,
Yes.
it's fun. And even all of the pre stuff that happens in the week leading up to it. So like we do Derby, with the Derby Festival, they have all different kinds of things, that lead up to it. And like we had the horses that sat around town,
Oh, yeah. Like the Galapalooza horses.
Correct.
Yeah.
They have,
Woodchucks.
yeah, essentially. I wouldn't go call it Phil, but different painted versions of the groundhog.
All these groundhogs. That's pretty interesting.
So-
I like that. That's cool culture. I like that.
Yeah, well, we all probably know by now that Punxsutawney Phil, he did see his shadow. So, shabam, it's back into the burrow for 6 more weeks of winter.
And that may be good to the last drop around here, the way things are looking.
Are you sick of it yet?
I am so over. I am snow over it. I'll tell you that.
No, snow more, please.
Snow more.
No, I don't mean it like that.
Don't snow more.
Don't snow more.
We're so
Yeah, I see the
tired
way
of
that could have come across.
I think what it is the week long below freezing. That was the worst part of it. Like having the furnace running all the time, feeling cold outside. It's miserable.
Wait a minute. I'm just now realizing you weren't even here for it. You weren't even working. You were on vacation.
I was here for the snow part.
You were.
I wasn't here for the buildup, but I was here for the snow.
You were home for the snow part.
Yes,
You
I
were
was.
not in the building for the snow
That
part.
is correct. But I was diagnosing technical things from home while I was on vacation too. I did log in a
You
couple
can make it
times.
sound like that, but I'm saying
I got the hours on my time sheet to prove it.
Little Hoke is out on the biggest snowstorm. Well, it really wasn't the biggest.
It's like,
It
hold
was
on.
sort of,
We had 2 good ones in
the
December.
biggest sleet storm.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just giving
Merry
you,
Sleetmas. That was what
giving
that
you
was.
a hard time.
Punxsutawney Phil stinks. He's got a 39% accuracy rating according to stormfacts.com. It's been like that forever, going all the way back into the 1800s here. So a flip of a coin is better than old Phil. And he typically does see his shadow more so than he doesn't, by the way, for those looking for the stat on that.
Yeah, but because, it's more exciting,
Of
right?
course it is.
Makes
yeah.
for better TV.
Yeah, otherwise early spring, all the
well,
air out of the sails on that.
Punxsutawney Phil. We are more accurate than Phil, if you were wondering, a lot more accurate. We talked about that snow that we had back on the 24th. we've had it on the ground because we've had below freezing temperatures for so long. We've had snow on the ground for 9 days.
9 times. Can you believe that? 9 days in a row there.
And I suspect we're going to add a lot more to that simply because it's going to take a little while to get this snow that we have currently on the ground out of here. Not that we're going to add a whole lot to it.
To get to a top 10 longest snow duration on the ground here in Louisville, you have to get to 14. I think that goes back to 2010. So we may very well start to get into a top 10 designation. The number one spot was like 40 plus days in 1978, believe it or not. That historic winter that so many folks remember.
Everybody that was around back then remember
Yes.
that because it was so.
And if you weren't, you've heard
bizarre
it from
with
your
the
parents or grandparents.
Blizzard.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, thank goodness. And then we've been below freezing. We broke this today at about 1:30, but we had temperatures below freezing for 255 hours. And that was a sooner break in it than what we thought. We thought we might have to go to the end of this week to break that, but it happened just a couple of days earlier because today we hit temperatures in the right at 34.
I'm not complaining about busting that forecast.
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
get
right.
this over with, please.
It was just a matter of a couple of degrees. We knew it was going to be close. All right, well, let's dive in. We've got the alert day. It's in place for tomorrow. For those that are new to wave weather, we've had alert days since 2019. They're meant to just say, hey, I know you're busy. You've probably taken the kids here, there, doing whatever. You've got a busy life, and so do we. But we want to let you know when the weather can be impactful, when something may be going on that you need to know. This is a time frame that we're looking at. Oftentimes it starts with a day, and then we're able to narrow it down to the hours. So our alert days are meant to get your attention, to say, this is what we're focused on. Sometimes there's multiple alert days. Sometimes, many times, there are none.
And that's when we, of course, ramp up our coverage. We tell folks, hey, you need to pay attention. This is what's going to happen. And that's indeed what we're doing for tomorrow morning here. We like to put a specific timing on these alert days so that you understand when you need to be, sort of prepared for the weather to impact your day. That's between noon and 6 p.m. tomorrow. That's when the bulk of this snow and rain snow mix with wet snow accumulations will move through. Low visibility possible when it's snowing at its hardest. And we could have some slick spots, not only late Tuesday, early Wednesday on untreated roads from any moisture left over, but also during the snow itself. If we get it snowing hard enough, that rate of snow can overcome the 34, 35 degree air temperature we may have at times during this snow, Kevin. We've seen that often where you get some slush on the roads, you get problems even with it being above freezing. And one more thing to note, the ground has been soaked in this super cold air for a long, long time, more than a week. So it's going to take some time for even the ground to get above freezing. You may still have snow accumulation going on, even with above freezing air temps.
Yeah, and the rate is important too because that can help transition the precipitation to snow because it will bring down the colder air and that will allow for snow to fall instead of rain. So if we pick up the rate, we could wind up seeing some snow.
Bingo. It's like momentum bringing cold air down. It's pretty important.
Well, we're still at 34,
Hey.
So we're still above freezing. Some snow still melting. Most places at or above freezing, at least very close to it today, even if you were at 29 or 30 degrees. That's still better than you've been the last week. Satellite view showing quite a few clouds, again, streaming in. We're going to keep a partly cloudy sky for a while, but the clouds will build back in. And we already note that we have the next system on the maps, and you can see some of the moisture gathering back up to the north and west. That's an area that will dive closer to us. It's a fairly weak clipper, but it will push in, and that's some of the moisture that will drop in here tomorrow. With that, the moisture is limited, but we have enough that we're probably going to see some areas experience snow. And for that reason, the Weather Service has put out their alerts.
Yeah, that's a winter weather advisory, basically along and north of I-64 there. Wherever you see in purple, that's where the National Weather Service thinks there could be the most impactful snow totals there. We'll see indeed where that ends up. Our snow map actually does exceed on the southern side of that winter weather advisory with some accumulations going down all the way down to the parkways here. So if we were to draw this, maybe a couple counties south, just based on some of the data we're seeing tonight.
Yeah, and we'll adjust that. We've got new data coming in for the high res for the 11 o'clock news. So we'll make some minor adjustments if needed, but let's roll you through the future cast. Can't rule out a little bit of snow early in the morning, especially in southern Indiana. This would just be a quick blip on the radar. And then you see the snow maker and the rain maker moving across, starting as rain in parts of central and southern Kentucky, snow southern Indiana, drifting to the south as it moves through. The rates pick up, the transition to snow for us and to our south and our southern communities, south of the parkways. Perhaps it stays as all rain, a very cold rain. This one we don't have to worry about sleet on. This is not a warm nose situation, what we had last time, where we had warm air above the surface, cold air at the surface, and that gave us enough time to freeze the parcel or freeze the droplet, and we wound up with sleet. That will not be the case this time. It's either going to be a cold rain where temperatures at the bottom part of the atmosphere are warm enough for rain, or cold all the way from the cloud to the surface where we wind up with snow.
And there's a small chance for a little bit of freezing drizzle on the back side of this system as we lose saturation. Behind this, there may very well be a situation where you've got rain falling with temperatures falling below freezing. We'll keep an eye on that. Small chance, small impact, but just wanted to throw that out there in case.
Well, let's talk totals. That's always the big question we get. How much? Ryan alluded to the fact that we drew our 1 to 2 inch band a little farther south of 64, and very much near the parkways. So I think we could get an inch. A place or two could get as much as 2 inches in the heavier rates. Most places are going to get 1 inch or less. I think that's the best way to summarize that. But if it comes down all at once in a short period of time, it can be impactful.
Yeah, and there may be 2 streaks that get up to the two very small streaks, skinny streaks on this map that get that 2 inch amount. One could very well be up near Seymour. Another one could be close to or just south of I-64 in the data. It is very difficult to pinpoint where that exact tiny little streak will be. So that's why this is a little bit more broad brushed than like some of the raw data would be, showing these individual little intensifications of snow where you get the longest, sort of resonance time of the snow overhead.
Yeah, and that's more of a nowcasting. We can't see that until we actually get the radar to see it, and then we're able to pick out the enhancements on that. So there's really no way to tell that. I mean, the models try to point that out. It's just an idea that could happen, not exactly where it will happen. So consequently, that's why we sort of just brush it out like this on the maps. Let's talk timing, because a lot of folks may be wondering, well, I can't believe they're not canceling school. Well, this doesn't impact the morning commute at all. It very well could impact the afternoon commute, and they'll be watching this throughout the day. But you can see it's either going to be that light snow chance that transitions to a mix in places. Again, southern communities, it's a cold rain and a snow for parts of southern Indiana and northern Kentucky. So the timing of that would be from midday right into the late afternoon hours.
And we'll watch temperatures very carefully. If the data is too warm or too cold, that could change sort of the equation on the impact part of this. But with temperatures just above freezing, that's why we've gone with that pink rain and snow mix at times during the afternoon. Again, if you're in southern Kentucky, you may stay all rain through this. We're talking like Adair County. If you're in Louisville, may see some rain mixing in at times, flipping back and forth a few times between rain and snow, perhaps based on the rates that we talked about earlier. Higher rates equals potentially snow, lower rates equals potentially rain in that situation. And then we'd be like almost all snow in southern Indiana.
Yeah, and some of those places could get slightly higher totals, and it would be enhanced in those places. A lot of folks want more snow. Some folks don't. So if you're looking for snow, our best chance in the near term is tomorrow, and that would be the wet snow and mix at times. So again, I don't think it's a huge snow, but it is one that will, again, capture our attention just because we're going to notice it falling, especially if the rates pick up. And then a flurry chance on Wednesday, and then another mix to a few snow showers on Friday. Both of those are sort of duds.
And notice there's no fourth item. We have space for a fourth. There is none. The pattern gets warm enough that we escape the snow chance for a while, it looks like. Now, the pattern may eventually reset, and we may start filling that up again past Friday, but it's going to take some time, especially because we're going to be so warm. I'm going to put that in air quotes just because 49 to 50 is
still
not
below
warm,
normal.
But boy, it is warm for us compared to what we've had lately.
Yeah, let's talk about cold, because we do have cold that comes in on the backside of the system. And that's where we're going to be, again, focused on some concern as well for early Wednesday. Temperatures in the teens. Whatever falls Wednesday will likely melt. First of all, we have a lot of treatment that's already on the roads, so a lot of that at a slow rate will melt. 2, temperatures are going to be near or in some cases above freezing at the surface. That will help aid in the melting. Regardless, as temperatures at night drop into the teens, whatever is wet could freeze, especially untreated areas. So we call your attention to the roads Wednesday morning where there could be slick spots. That's especially true always where that air can circulate, and that's bridges and overpasses.
And even roads that are treated, if it snows heavily enough during the day on Tuesday, could pick up some slush. That would be especially true bridges and overpasses again. So just want to pinpoint those 2 periods Wednesday morning as you see here, and then maybe if it snows hard enough at times on Tuesday afternoon.
All right. Well, that sort of rolled through the weather data for you. That's where we stand on that. I do have the 10-day coming up. We'll sort of reset that and then talk about when we will warm up. We'll do that in a few minutes, but let's take a couple of questions here.
Let's do that, shall we?
Let's do it.
So Doris says, please hurry up spring.
How many days are we? 40?
40 something.
46, something like that?
Elizabeth appreciates our updates here. Doris says,
well, we
no
appreciate
snow.
you all watching.
We really do. Let's see. Felicia's talking about this Goldilocks event. So she's talking about how like you want to be right on the cusp of where you go from rain to snow, because that's where typically the heaviest snow is. Yeah, there could be this little strip that sees that maximum snow there right near the rain snow transition zone. Braden says, good evening, not only to you and me, but Wavy too. Big fan of Wavy he is.
Wavy has been on it. I mean, you talk about getting no sleep. I thought we had no sleep, but Wavy, he was working night and day.
Yes, 24/7. Poor little Wavy. Our friend Zoe there says, yay, Ryan's back. Love the Harned and Hoke comedy hour.
Yeah, it's not as easy to be funny on my own.
It's hard, yeah, because you don't have anybody to bounce off of. You always need the reaction for comedy to work.
I found myself talking to myself, which was a whole different show, right?
Kevin, do you need some help?
I'm hearing voices. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Take this earpiece out.
Let's see. We got McCreary County in the house, not local to us, but we welcome you in there, Karen. Still snow and ice covered on the ground there. We're looking at freezing rain. Only a very small chance of freezing rain. I'm not too concerned with that.
Yeah, it wouldn't cause many problems even if it happened because it would be so light. It would be at the end of the event when all the moisture would be exhausted.
Yeah, I'm not losing sleep over that. Ellen asks a good question. As far as Puxtawney Phil, could the lights from the cameras and other photography be the light casting Phil's shadow? You've been there. I'll let you take that one.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is all prescribed well ahead of time. Doesn't matter the weather conditions.
Bingo.
Doesn't matter how many TV cameras are there. They're just having fun with it. It's a hoax.
I'm a Hoke, but not a hoax. Crispy Brisket, our fan there from YouTube, hoping for my road to finally thaw. Still extremely rough to get out of my driveway. We're looking at freezing rain tomorrow. Again, this would be mainly rain, but the problem is if we do get some rain and then the snow is still wet on the top layer, that could kind of encase the snow in a little thin layer of ice, making it even more miserable to get out of your driveway.
It'll make the snow and sleet slick.
Great.
So that's not a good thing. And then, of course, a lot of the drains and grates are iced up or frozen or whatever you want to call it because snow's been plowed up against it. So that little street flooding we get up to the curb is going to be a problem too.
That'll
So wear the rain boots, and especially if they have some traction. Tomorrow.
Yeah. We are an NBC affiliate. So, we've got some connections with NBC in New York
we know
City.
people.
Yeah.
We know them. We've got connections.
Depends on what you want to say.
Who do we know?
I don't know. Who do we know?
I don't know. You were the one going with the NBC connection thing.
I was actually... I was heading in a different direction with that. We'll try to steer this in the right way. This is going to be a weird transition, but obviously in the news today has been Savannah Guthrie.
Gosh,
and we've got Nathan here on the line. Nathan Metcalf saying, "I hope Savannah Guthrie's mom is found." Yeah, we do too. That was a real shock this morning to hear that, and that reverberates not only through all of NBC Universal but all the affiliates like us too, knowing that is happening to somebody like that. So,
well, the latest was that they feel she was abducted in her sleep,
which is absolutely horrifying if true.
She was from Tucson, by the way, so
Pima County, Arizona. Yeah,
out west, and we have stations out there. So KOLD has been covering this since it broke early in the morning hours. And wow, what a wicked story it is. You could speculate a number of things as to why, but no one really knows. They just know that it seems from the house that it was not expected. There was sort of a crime scene that has happened.
Yeah.
But where is she and what kind of shape is she in? Nobody knows right now.
What a bizarre story, and we hope it ends well.
And I think they've increased Savannah's security around her just for precaution.
Not shocking.
Yeah.
What you saw on the bottom of your screen with Wavy, by the way, was a Wavy alert for the Carroll County, Kentucky vicinity there. That version of the winter weather advisory, they were just kind of renewing that for tomorrow. Shelley says, local weather guys getting slap happy with long hours because our winter is too
long. Too much, too long. Out of here. Get them out, Phil.
We need an ordinance that says winter can't be longer than a month around here. Wouldn't that be nice?
It would be nice, but it's not true. And I don't think it's over. We mentioned this warm up, and we're going to show you when we're back into the 40s and 50s. But is that where winter ends?
That's temporary.
I mean, yeah. And Brian is the king of looking at all the weather data on the planet. So he was sending, when we communicate every day about the weather on all of our shifts, and, looking far out, it certainly looks to return.
Yeah, it would be late February, early March. There's a sudden stratospheric warming event that may happen in mid-February, and you always put it ahead by like 2 to 6 weeks, and that's where you get your cold burst from that. So that might put us into a cold March.
The dreaded polar vortex.
Let's see. Blue on YouTube says, it's like the rodent doesn't even have a degree in meteorology. That's true.
38%.
Let's see. ZK, our buddy on YouTube, says, Ryan and Kevin, which one of you pulled the groundhog out of its hole?
Yeah, I would have left it in. I would have just been like, who? Punxsutawney what?
We've got our friend Wyatt here. He was asking me on Instagram yesterday about, are we in La Nina or El Nino for this spring? We're in La Nina right now, and we'll go La Neutral or El Nothing as we go through the spring here. So
La Nada.
La Nada. There's so many names you could affix to that. So that means that the ocean temperatures off the coast of Peru and South America will not really influence our weather much. So you can kind of throw that out of the equation heading into the spring. So
and what that means, a lot of times we get ideas of patterns as we slide into different seasons, and coming out of a La Nina, and with that going more neutral for the spring, La Nina years traditionally have very active severe seasons.
Yes, they do.
So the good news is hopefully we can get into that sort of planing it out or neutral phase.
We would like to see some zonal flow.
That would be nice.
A nice zonal flow month or 6 would be very nice.
Anytime we're amplified, that creates disturbances and problems, and a very busy work schedule for meteorologists.
Oh, my word. That's been us lately, that's for sure. La Nada, the crispy brisket likes La Nada. Let's see here. Dora says, even at Derby, I've seen it raining and snowing on the news. Yeah, we've had a little sleet here at Derby before. It has happened.
We were talking about thunder and the different times we've covered it and the different weather we've had. It's been everything from very nice and pleasant to, of course, last year they didn't have it because of the Ohio being so full and flooded.
That was rough.
And then the last time we held thunder, which was a few years back, it was so cold.
I remember that. My nose and my ears, I was at Standerford Field, Louisville Muhammad Ali International, all day outside, and my nose and my ears were so badly chapped they were peeling for the next week just because it was 50
Was it
degrees.
a sunburn?
No, it was 50 degrees and wind the entire time I was out there. It was rough. Let's see. Oh, Doris also referencing the snow in the Carolinas.
We just looked at that before we came in here.
Yes, and the cold in Florida, both of which were nuts. So I saw pictures from Walt Disney World from, I think, yesterday or the day before. All their fountains froze over. Never seen that happen before. They had wind chills well into
historic cold for some of the folks down there. Yeah, that's wild.
There was a picture, too, of like someone picking. You should never pick up the iguanas that have fainted because of the cold, by the way. But somebody had like a giant armful of these iguanas that had succumbed to the cold. They're not dead. They're just cold shocked. And they were putting them in like a truck. I was like, holy
Trying to warm
cow.
them up.
I'm guessing, but just leave them be. They're cold-blooded creatures. They'll be fine. Not that anybody here on the stream would ever encounter that, but that's what they always tell folks.
You never know.
I don't know who we're talking to.
I think I would freak out if I saw them. I'd just be like,
yeah, it's like, oh, these iguanas are on the ground. Okay.
I'm
not
going
to touch that.
just steer clear of that.
Yeah, Carolina's got like 4 to 7 inches in Myrtle Beach. Charleston got like an inch. I saw the farthest south snowfall that was measurable was Hilton Head Island at a ½ inch of snow out of that event.
And then just north of the Grand Strand, as you work your way up toward Wilmington, it was almost a foot.
In fact, they had 16 and 17 inch reports Nuts.
Yeah, that was
Nuts.
wild.
Yeah, right there on the coast. Couldn't believe that.
And that was well Prague too. So
was.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
the warnings were in place.
For
the
many
models
days.
hit it.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, fun for them.
It's like,
We didn't have to worry about that one, did we?
Yeah, it was fun to watch from 400 miles
I'm
west.
like, oh, hello over there. We have sister stations all up and down that
We
coast,
do.
by the way, in many of the markets up through there. So I was like, oh, hello, Jamie Arnold and Andrew Dockery,
Yes.
Myrtle Beach. Good luck with that.
Crispy Brisket says he is fine with ending the winter so long as we skip severe weather season this year. I'm still tired from last year. We are too. There were a lot of nocturnal events last severe weather season, and those really wear you down. And it wears folks down at home, obviously, too. Having that weather radio go off at 12:30 in the morning in J-Town is a horrifying prospect.
And we were looking back at that April 3rd storm, which, again, is just a reminder that was just over a year ago. And whoa, we're getting close. You know, it's that season is going to be knocking on our door before long. February goes by in a flash, and then boom, we're in severe weather season. So it's like, yikes, it happens so fast. I can't get over every time you say crispy brisket. I'm like, I get hungry. I'm like, that sounds delicious.
Makes me want to go get some barbecue.
Yeah, it's like
crispy brisket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. From wherever you like to get barbecue.
I thought that said I had a pet lasagna. Now I'm just seeing things. That says iguana.
Kevin.
Like, look, see now my eyes have just gone bad. Now everything I look at is like, I thought that said lasagna.
Oh,
no,
gosh.
iguana.
Oh.
I got it.
Lasagna.
I can pop it up so people
That's my
see.
new username on YouTube. Lasagna iguana.
Pet lasagna.
I like that.
She had a pet. Doris had a pet iguana for 14 years. It's a long time.
Good grief.
But I guess they live forever. And if they're anything like Brian's tortoise, they'll never die.
And they'll outlive him.
Yeah, those things live hundreds plus years.
100 plus years, if you can believe it.
And it is a tortoise, not a turtle. We've been corrected. I've been corrected.
You've been corrected. Because I correct you too.
Tortai. I do it just to kind of poke a little bit, right?
Fun. Yeah.
It's like, how's your turtle?
All in good fun. You like that.
All right. Where are we?
I think we're about done. That's what I think we are.
Good. Well,
I think the smoke in the background is getting to you. Those are clouds. That's a cloud animation behind us.
That's a Ryan Hoke graphic for you right there.
This is not Cheech and Chong's comedy hour here. Look. This is not smoke. That is clouds. Those are the famous Gray One graphics package clouds behind me here that we have.
Sure. It really is smoke. It's about where we are on this. By
Willie
the way.
Nelson is not nearby. That is certainly just clouds, not smoke. I promise.
Could be smoke. I wondered myself. Jose on break.
Oh, is that what that funny smell was?
All right, I've got the 10-day. I'm going to let me cue it up. It's going to take me just a second. So let's run to this little break, and we'll be right back in just 1 minute. Hang tight. All right. Welcome back into the stream, everybody. We've got the 10-day forecast and some chilly temperatures in the near term, but a nice little bump up in the long term. So hang in there. You'll see it here in the 10-day, and we'll walk you through it.
There it is.
Yeah, we've got the alert day for folks that may just be jumping into the stream. Let us walk you through the timing of this. This is a chance for some snow that will be developing through the morning to our north and then easing closer to us during the afternoon.
Yeah, and when you see those pink bars, that means rain and snow mix possible. May just be straight up rain down toward Adair County, straight snow in parts of southern Indiana. For us here in Louisville, we may flip back and forth several times during that period. And you'll see here with Futurecast that initial arc of snow will will be around 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. So the morning commute is mainly dry, unless you're up toward US 50, perhaps. And then that snow starts to intensify, and the alert day kicks in at noon.
And it continues to make its way to the south. And again, the cold rain to the far south. It will be snow here in Louisville at times, mixing perhaps with some rain. But as the rates pick up, it would transition to a period of snow that could give a slushy accumulation. We always get the question, how much? We'll say 1 inch or less for most, and there could be a place or two when you add in what falls in the morning to our north and east. That 2-inch mark would be most likely farther to the north and east of Louisville.
And that would be a very wet snow accumulation, by the way. But it may very well collect on roads for a short time in the most intense burst Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah, and we get into Wednesday, and it's just about the cold in the morning. And consequently, as that takes place through the morning hours, then we have to be concerned with a little bit of refreeze that could happen, and especially with roads that are still not clear. I mean, we still have some roads that are still iced over.
Yeah, some neighborhoods look like they did 2 Sundays ago, and that's the problem, right? So anything on top of that would refreeze overnight, not good news.
Thursday's highs 30, Friday's high 38. That's when you see another chance of a little bit of precipitation coming in.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of rain, snow, maybe some mix with this, kind of a clipper that tries to move through the northeast. We get clipped by it. Maybe
Clipped by the clipper.
Clipped by the clipper. And then a couple of flurry streamers, maybe from Lake Michigan, early Saturday morning. And that's about that. That's not going to be a very big, impactful event, but we'll keep an eye on it. Things
cool down on Saturday, but they'll warm back up for Super Bowl Sunday. It's almost here.
Sunday.
It's game time. Hey, but we should mention Friday. You know what happens Friday?
What happens Friday?
Well, it's not Groundhog Day. This is a week of all weeks. Monday, Groundhog Day. Yes. Friday, anybody?
It's the start of the Milan Cortina Olympics.
You got it.
On NBC and Wave.
Yeah, and then followed by Sunday, which is, listen for it, the Super Bowl. Are we reporting live from Santa Clara, California?
If you'd like to send me, sure, let's go. 67 degrees sounds great, right?
Yeah.
That's heaven.
It's like a heat wave. 35 here, though. Back to reality. We're not going, so we'll be here. Skies may look better here, though, than there. A few more clouds out in Santa Clara than here in Louisville, so we'll go partly to mostly sunny for us. 35, and then next week the temperatures get warmer. We're back near 50. Say it so. Not say it ain't so. Say it so. What?
50 degrees. Wednesday afternoon, it's possible. That's next Wednesday, not this current Wednesday coming up here.
Yeah, this will probably all change in the next 2 days and be like, whoops, we were wrong. 8 days out, it's a massive cold wave. Here we come. Let's hope not.
Don't be so down on yourself, Kev.
Well,
wow.
I'm just saying that the way my luck is going, that there's no possible way we could even get close to normal, which would be in the low 50s. It's going to be just like Mother Nature just grinding.
What is normal anymore? I don't know what more normal is. I feel so like I feel like we've been living in like Fort Wayne, Indiana, or Madison, Wisconsin for the last month. It's been so cold around here, so we don't know what normal is.
Yeah, I've been staring at these walls of this building for a long time. This winter is what I know. Yeah. December was rough. We had at least a little bit of a break.
We did.
And then Mother Nature's like, ha ha, but we're not done yet.
Yeah. It warmed up just in time for Christmas, and then the cold plunge happened in January. Again this year. It was like 2 Januaries in a row. We've had, just really rough chunks of winter weather here.
I'm going with Felicia. I'm going to believe it when I see it. That's right. Me too.
Those weatherman never right. When I see it.
Yeah. Anybody could have your job. It's just flip a coin, 50-50 chance.
Wish I get paid 50% accuracy, 100% of the pay. We know how that goes. We've heard it all.
Right.
We've literally heard it all.
Yeah, listen, I've got the best job. I was just smart enough to go for the job. What happened to you? That's what I want to say to the person, right?
Wow, yeah.
Like,
that's a comeback.
Joking. Come on, people. All right. We have more comments? Do we have?
Oh, I guess we
or
do.
has everybody left their stream? They're like, I can't take it. I'm out.
Let's see here. Oh, now they're flashing by very quickly. Let's see. Do we have any comments or questions that I can actually put on the screen here?
Oh, are they cursing at us again?
Well, ZK says Kevin is a hoot.
Oh, well, that's not a bad one.
Gary says National Weather Person's Day is coming. What is that? February 17th or 5th? 5th. That's right. Okay. I never remember when that is. It's sometime in February.
My gosh, we almost forgot that. Add that to the week. So Groundhog Day, Weather Person Day, start of the Olympics, Super Bowl.
Who needs Christmas when you have all this at one time?
We should give out our address, perhaps. Maybe somebody wants to send stuff.
Oh, yes. Wondering what the address is for.
725 South Floyd Street.
Louisville, Kentucky, 40203.
Remember back in the day when our sales department used to actually do something for National Weather Person's Day? I mean, they would either get Bluebell ice cream, which that was a Bluebell thing. That wasn't even a sales thing. But there were times they would bring in like cakes and cookies, other goodies. What happened to those days?
I don't know. We've gotten knocked down a few rungs around here, haven't we?
It seems to be.
I don't know what's.
But yet the sales department's always the ones like, can you all get in that studio and do more and talk more? Yeah, you know what? Maybe we can salespeople, but maybe you need to realize that this week is National Weather Person's Week.
Week? He's extended it from a day to a week.
Well, the day falls into the week is what I meant. Well, we could. I mean, it's like people that celebrate their birthday for a month, right?
Oh, surely it's my birth. It is my birth month. I know people who post like a picture of my childhood every day for my birth month, and I'm like, okay, good grief.
Right, you are. I'm like, you're old by this point.
There are 365 days in a year, and you get one of them. That's it. You don't get the whole month. That's a 12th of the year.
I see that you have relatives that do this. Is what that's telling me.
Friends, not relatives.
Yeah.
Friends.
Yeah.
Acquaintances. Kevin, you're the chief meteorologist. Bring in some donuts, says Lally Lally.
Oh, listen. No. This is my day, honey. So there's I'm not bringing anything in. This is about us.
Is that really cloud cover behind us?
Maybe it is the smoke. Maybe it is Cheech and Chong back there.
Bring out the peace van. Let's see. Crispy Brisket says, weather is the only reason I watch the news. Everything else is just filler between the 3-minute weather segments. We don't even have 3-minute weather segments anymore.
We've split us all up now. Yeah. So we've got 4 weather segments in the half hour.
A 30-second, a 20-second. We've got a 2-minute and a 1-minute. Those are our weather segments during our newscast.
But you get the 10-day twice, which was the whole principle.
You get more of the 10-day, which is what you guys want. So it's actually
so the research says, right? Now, Crispy Brisket dunked in barbecue sauce. So what that makes me think of is the only reason. It just went by. Oh, that's the one you just read.
I did.
Sorry, the one below that. See, my eyes are getting.
No, well, also it's micro print in here. That's how small these.
I celebrate my birthday for a month on a Disney cruise. Oh, that sounds fun.
That's nice. I love Disney cruises.
I've never been on one.
Those are fun.
Well, Val just got back from one. And
our assistant news director, she loves them too. They're a lot of fun. Definitely for families, but they've got some stuff for adults too.
Like what?
They've got like a whole like area of just like nightlife, which is 21 plus. So like if you're into like live music, they've got plenty of them.
Okay.
That kind of thing. Lots of cruise ships have that though, not just Disney.
All right.
Let's see here. Amy says we're awesome.
Well,
sunglasses.
Thank you, Amy. I'll put the check in the mail to you. Thank you.
Yes. Oh Lord, now the travel agents have co-opted the chat here. I'm a travel agent.
Contact. Oh yeah.
Lord, what have we started here?
Here we go. Sign me up.
Amanda says I've been. Oh no. Wait, what is going on?
I read that comment. I did see that.
Oh, that's not what you think it is.
It's talking about the cruise.
The cruise, the section of the cruise ship. I just saw that flash by and I was like, what are we even discussing in the chat right now, guys? Oh my gosh. But yes, I totally get it. Out of context, that seemed really weird. Let's see.
Oh, see, look, Shelly's trying to guilt me into bringing in something for the weather team because she says when the kids have their birthday, they have to bring in. But see, the thing is, it's not like National News Anchor Day. They don't have a day. So we'd be the only ones bringing stuff in, right?
Yeah. I guess that's kind of sad that they don't have their own day.
You think it is?
A little sad.
They pretty much have it made.
Every day is National News Anchor
They
Day.
read a prompter. Yeah, every day is a
I don't know how to read a prompter. I'm not very good at it.
I am so teasing. I'm going to get in trouble. That's the problem. I'm just being funny.
We'll let Kevin take the lead here. Let's see. Next thing you know, they're going to be doing weather out of a VW van over on Bardstown Road.
Right. Have you seen the new VW vans, by the way?
Yeah, like those ID buzzes are pretty cool.
They are very cool.
Yeah, I thought they were kind of neat. I saw one in the parking lot in Hikes Point the other day. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
It's like retro. It's back to the old school.
It is, but it's like electric and they've got technology and lights and stuff. It's kind of cool.
I think
it's neat. Yeah.
I've never ridden in one, but I did see
one. I've never been in an old one nor a new one. Couldn't tell you what they're like. Let's see. You guys ad lib, which is hilarious, says Lauren. Yes, we do. We ad lib here and in the studio too, because we don't have a script. We are all off script, except for very certain small times that can happen. Very certain small times.
Very rare.
Very, very rarely. We're running out of content. Speaking of off script here. Okay. Missy, what do you guys think about all these kids going back to school for the full day? I'm a teacher at a daycare and I watched all these buses sliding all over the place. And if this system comes in tomorrow afternoon, perhaps it would get even worse. It just depends on where you're at. We've gotten to a point where it's been a week plus since our big storm. Some places it's like nothing ever happened. Snow's only on the grass. Other places, the neighborhoods look like a disaster area. So it really just depends.
Yeah, I would say, and I won't comment on whether they should go back or not, because who knows? I haven't been out on a lot of the roads. But what I will say is, regardless if it's rain or snow tomorrow, the roads that haven't been treated, that are still very slick today, will only be slicker tomorrow. And that just means the rain is going to make it slick too, perhaps even more slick than it is with a little bit of slush.
Yeah. Kentucky Tina, longtime follower here, says, send them home early dismissal. Well, we'll see. I don't necessarily think that's in the cards with this kind of snow setup tomorrow. We'll see, though.
Yeah.
Just kind of take it as we go. They put chains on the snow buses when I was a kid, says Carrie from Southeast Township there in Orange County, Indiana. Yeah, I guess things have changed on that. I haven't seen snow chains on a school bus around here since I was a kid.
Yeah, I haven't seen very many cars or trucks or anything with chains.
I wouldn't even know where to start putting snow chains on. I'm just from too far south.
The tire. They go on the tire.
Well, I mean, obviously. Step one, tire.
Well, that's where you start. Okay.
All right. We've been on so long that folks are asking, hey, when is the timing of this stuff? When does it start again? And again, our alert day tomorrow is
midday.
Noon and 6 is what we've got right now. And then, of course, let's see. One of our viewers, I can't click this computer. It is driving
You're
me.
having a harder time seeing than me.
I can see. I can't click. That's my problem. This user here on YouTube says, I slipped and fell today due to the ice. Oh, that's tough. I totally get that.
I gave up my snow boots for my dress shoes.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
To put back on.
Yep.
And I was going into the post office and I almost bit it right on the front steps. I was just like, oh.
They would have been replaying that security camera footage for days.
Yeah.
And texting it to each other. You know what? Kevin Harned fell on our front steps.
You're not going to believe this. Look at this idiot out here trying to walk in his dress shoes.
Crispy Brisket says, chains are illegal in Kentucky now, right? Or am I wrong there? I have no idea.
That's a question for Google.
Yeah, we are not Google on that one. I have no clue. Let's see. My kids were scared to death to get on the bus this morning, says Missy. It's been a while since they've been on the bus. I'll say that.
And probably just didn't want to go. Once you're out a week, it's kind of like, you get
coming back from a good vacation and you're like, oh, shoot. Even though a lot of the kids have NTI and e-learning and all that, it's different to go back in person.
Yeah.
It's like a whole production.
You know that feeling.
To be back in person after a long, nice vacation. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It was cold in Florida, by the way. I will say that.
Well, you should have been there this week.
It was even colder.
Yeah, right.
It was way worse.
Like dodging iguanas.
I was very thankful for the weather we had compared to this week. Oh, goodness. Let's see.
I think we've about ran out of comments,
there's no question.
Which is good because we're at 9:30, so we've got a little bit past.
When was the last time JCPS did a delay? That was this morning. They did one.
Yeah, just a couple hours ago.
Yes, that did happen today. All right, we have officially run out of content, and we are probably keeping you guys for too long here.
Yeah, we'll let you go. May not see you tomorrow. We always jump on in the evenings when we have alert days coming our way. If we get bored, maybe we'll hop on. Jose, I think he has his schedule sort of wonky this week, so maybe we'll do it a little earlier if we can jump on. We certainly want to get on and celebrate National Weather Person's Day, the start of the Olympics, and Super Bowl Sunday. So we'll be on at some point before the week is up, I'm sure.
Some of those things are more important than the other. We'll let
National
you decide.
Weather Person's Day.
Oh,
it's pretty important. High on the list.
Okay. Put it at the top. Gold-plated ice cream for Kevin's
that would
direction.
Be delicious.
Yes.
Ice cream. Wow.
In the middle.
We usually get that.
We do.
Did we get it last year?
We did.
Seems
yes. Because I did try. I can't remember. Was it like bourbon something they had? For
really?
Bluebell? Yeah. It was pretty good. I remember that.
Yeah. Bluebell. They've always sent ice cream for years.
Mm-hmm.
And they always send like their new flavor because they usually have a new-ish flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's always kind of fun. And I love ice cream. And then we have had friends, I won't call them out, but I will say, well, because they've sent stuff too. Laura sent
Oh, yes.
ice cream last year
Absolutely.
and
Yeah, yeah.
cookies.
Yes, I remember those.
So that was
those were very
kind.
good. Thank you.
Yes. No, please. And we're just teasing. We
Yes,
don't.
this is all baloney.
We appreciate
We don't want
just
anything.
having the day.
Yeah.
We don't need anything. We
literally please
wind
do
up
not
having
send us
too much stuff. But we just appreciate y'all jumping on the
Yes.
stream. All right, let us say goodbye. I'll see you tonight on Wave News at 11, and we'll be back on. I don't know if we'll be on tomorrow, but if not, the day after. How's that?
We'll
Have a
see
good
how it
night.
goes. Good night.